Hello guys, welcome back to yet another interesting video. So finally OnePlus have started rolling out a new update for OnePlus 11 series, and this brings one most awaited change which a lot of users were asking. So in this video we'll talk about every change, and we also noticed slight improvements in the performance part, so we'll talk about that also. Now without wasting any more time, let's get started. So here I have my OnePlus 11. I've already updated this device to the latest build of OxygenOS 15, and let me show you the version. So here you can see the version is 15.0.0.800. And guys, many users haven't received this OTA update. In case if you guys haven't received, to update your device, just go to the software update section, tap on these three dots and select beta program. Here under release candidate, you will see a update and you can update directly from here. Basically, it's not a beta update. Release candidate is in stable version which you can have access slightly earlier, but it will be the same build what you will receive via OTA update also. First, talking about the software information. So as you have seen, the version is .880, and if you go to the Android version, now this build comes with 1st April 2025 security patch. If you take a look at the update size was quite huge, which was 937.15 MB. And if you see the changes which are layer 2 apps, interconnection and some system changes. Now before moving ahead guys, we have somewhere around 85% of users who haven't subscribed to our channel. So if you guys find our content useful to you guys, then make sure to smash the like button and also consider subscribing. Now let's talk about the changes, what they have done. So the first change is layer 2 screen recording, and we have been waiting for this feature from a long time. I mean the partial screen recording feature, which wasn't the case here on OnePlus smartphones. And I still did not like the partial screen recording what OnePlus have implemented, and I'll tell you why. So for example, if you want to do partial screen recording, you have to go to the control center, and now if you see here under the screen recording tile, we have a drop down which lets you select between partial screen recording or the screen recording. That means the entire screen. If you guys remember, Google have an option to choose a particular app for the screen recording. I would say OnePlus should have added that also. And I hope in future they do add that thing. Like if you want a single app to be recorded, that can also be done. So that's the thing which I wanted them to add. And here if I compare it with OnePlus Nord, on this device we haven't received the partial screen recording feature. So that's the reason there is no drop down. If I tap on screen recording, the screen recording will start automatically. But here we do have an option to select the partial screen. Now tapping on the partial screen recording, you have to allow the necessary permissions if you are doing it for the first time. And now this is how the box will appear guys. So here using the slide gestures, you can increase the size and you can record any particular area which you want to. It can go as small as an app icon. Towards the bottom side, you have two options, one to cancel and the second one is to start screen recording. Once you tap on it, the screen recording will be started. Here you can see in the live capsule form, and now only this area of the screen will be recorded. It's not like the single app recording. The area which you have selected, that will be entirely recorded. I hope they do add the feature of recording individual applications. Talking about the next change, which is layer 2 interconnection. So here they say you can now connect your phone to your Mac. You can now view your phone files on your Mac and transfer files between the devices. See, I personally don't have Mac, so I cannot test it out, and I couldn't even find a dedicated setting for it. So if you guys have Mac, do let me know in the comment section below how does it work. And then another most awaited change what users were asking, and that's the stacked recents view. So soon you update your device, you won't see the stacked recents view. For that you need to go to the launcher settings, long press on the home screen, tap on more, slide down, go to manage apps, and here you can see we have a stacked recents page now. And it's good to see that OnePlus is not excluding devices like OnePlus 11 series. And they have also given an option of flatter one if someone wants the older recents page. And if anyone wants stacked, you can select the stack, and this is how it will look. It's similar to iOS, but it looks pretty neat. And I would say it's a great implementation done by OnePlus. And if you see the changes in the stacked recents page, there are a lot of changes done. You can see the app icon goes behind the applications which are about that particular app. And if you compare it with the previous one, the icon size have also been decreased. Like it's smaller now. And these three dots which used to appear towards the right hand side now have been centered. And I would say the newer one looks a lot better. What are your thoughts about this? Let me know in the comment section below. And you still have options like display RAM information. So in the recents page towards the bottom side, you can still check out the available RAM. After that, they have enhanced the gesture recognition for closing floating windows, and they have improved the shadow effects around the floating windows. So here there is a slight improvement what you'll notice. So let me open up any app in floating windows and we'll compare the background with the device which is not yet updated. So I've opened settings page on both the devices. And now if you see the difference here, we do have better shadows on OnePlus 11 for the floating windows. And it easily creates a separation between the foreground and background, which wasn't the case previously. And now the closing gesture is also improved. Previously, out of 5 times, 2 times the closing gesture doesn't used to work, but now that's not the case. And at last, they are talking about the security patch. Now let's compare the benchmark results with the previous build. As I told you guys, I did notice slight improvements in the performance part. First, let's start with the Geek benchmark application. So all the tests were performed in high performance mode, and here if you see with the multi-core, there are slightly higher scores. There's a difference of 100 plus scores on this latest build. With Antutu benchmark application, previously device had scored 16,34,000, and on this latest build, device have scored 16,59,000. A good improvement can be seen here. And talking about CPU throttling also, this time maximum CPU throttled 84%, average GIFs were 4,15,000. If I show you the previous one, their maximum CPU had throttled 58% and the average GIFs were 3,97,000. So here also improvements are to be seen. Wildlife Extreme stress test, previously scores were 66.4% in terms of stability, and on this latest build, the scores were 72.6. So overall, there's a lot of improvements to be seen in the performance part in terms of number. But real life usage, I'll keep you guys posted in an in-depth review video. So guys, these were all the changes OnePlus did with the latest update for OnePlus 11 series. If you guys have any kind of questions, drop them in the comment section below. This is your friend Ashok signing out. See you guys in the next video.